Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar. Presenting for us today is Janice Powell of Fanshawe College. Hi, Janice. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So just before we get started, I'd like to quickly introduce some of the people attending today's webinar. Jay Elliott from Fanshawe College is tuning in today, as is Carol Greenwood of the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario. From TPI, we have Rhonda LaFosse, Colton Shia, and Tim Morgan. Here at Baxter Travel Media, we have Wendy McClung, Emily McClung, Ashley Rochefort, and I'm Dan McDonald. Now, for anyone signed in via computer today, if you have any questions during the webinar, just type them into either the chat box or the Q&A box, which are found in your Zoom toolbar, and they will be answered after the presentation has finished. Okay, Janice, if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen, you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, everyone, as mentioned, my name is Janice Powell, and I'm here to present how to be an independent travel advisor the TPI way. Today's agenda is a profile, information on Travel Professionals International, why someone would choose TPI, the perks of becoming a TPI member, how to be a successful agent, tips for an independent online advisor, creating an effective social media page, the power of social media, a conclusion, and any questions. To start off, I would like to say how thankful I am for this opportunity. As mentioned, I am a tourism and travel student at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario. And to give a bit of a background, I've been working as a personal support worker within the healthcare industry for a number of years. And I decided to change career paths after a life-changing year abroad in Australia and New Zealand. And I highly recommend it if you ever get the chance to go there. And these are just some of my favorite photos from my trips. Since coming back, I've been to over 12 countries and counting. I recently returned in January from an internship and semester exchange in Ireland and have been volunteering with Fanshawe College to speak with students that are interested in international opportunities and exchanges. I really love sharing my passion for the tourism and travel industry. Okay, so TPI stands for Travel Professionals International. It was formed in 1994 by Maurice Chia. It is the largest network of independent advisors across Canada, in which there are over 850 advisors in the country. TPI provides great support and service while providing the essential tools that the advisors require in order to sell travel effectively. Why would someone choose TPI? It is for those who have a passion for travel, want to make money while growing their business, and want a flexible, independent career. TPI would be the perfect choice for starting, as they provide dedicated 24/7 support, established industry connections, turnkey accessibility and training sessions, and seminars to ensure success. And I've just got a short video to show one of TPI's industry connections.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Gregor with Trafalgar Tours of Canada, and I just want to say that we have enjoyed a very successful relationship with TPI as a supplier. TPI is wonderful with their associates in terms of training on product and will help support there, but also with all the back office needs as well. So please be confident working with TPI because they're great as a support unit for you. It's been a very professional organization, very professional relationship, and they're definitely poised for a very successful future with a lot of growth. So thank you for the association, and we look forward to a very successful 2009.
Perks of becoming a TPI member. There are many, but a few of the vital ones are low startup fees, immediate income, the first initial supply of business cards and stationery, and TPI is affiliated with Virtuoso, which provides numerous extra benefits and offers that the advisors would not be able to get on their own. TPI also provides insurance coverage of up to $2 million, which includes errors and omissions. They also give worldwide advertising of your site through their sites and pages. Also included is top-notch GDS services, giving advisors access to the online world of travel. In addition, countless networking opportunities, assistance from the marketing department, and finally, an annual conference in an international destination. Next up is some advice on how to be a successful agent. Create your brand, so this means your logo, your vision, your goals, and your corporate identity, and own it. Be proud of it and always promote it through your sales pitch, business cards, and even some swag or promotional items. Create multiple social media platforms to reach a variety of audiences, because the more people you reach and that know about your business in return will be more potential sales. Join social media conversations and forums within the travel industry, know what's trending, and know what is currently going on with the tourism world. It is crucial to know your audience and target market. For example, are you selling towards a niche market of adventure and ecotourism, accessible tourism, or family-oriented travel? Build relationships with your Knowing your customer is important, as it is more expensive to gain a new customer than to retain an old one. Strive to have repeat customers and clients, and this can be attained by learning customer service and sales techniques. Also, by completing a SWOT analysis, which can identify what you're doing well, what needs to be improved, where new opportunities lie, and what your threats are. For example, other online booking sites. Also, create some marketing objectives. For example, if your goal is to sell tours, you would set a time frame of would be a social media blast. The tactic would be a like, tag, and share campaign for one of the offered tours. And finally, be approachable and fun. Write a blog, post pictures, and be engaging. Tips for an independent TPI advisor. This slide kind of goes hand in hand with the last one, but some additional tips are attend travel industry trade shows, FAM trips, and TPI workshops and seminars, which will further the learning process so advisors will be able to provide the best services possible. There are countless ways to receive feedback as a business. Knowing what is being said about your company, either positive or negative, is crucial to development and sheds some light on changes that can be made. Also, by studying your site's analytics and click-through rates, this will provide insight into your page and where changes can be made. In addition, all advisors, where possible, should recruit, hire, and inspire young new travel professionals, as they are the future of the industry. For example, this wonderful opportunity with Baxter Travel Media has come up with to help tourism students to grow within the industry. And finally, another tip for advisors would be, obviously, to travel. It is far easier to sell what you know, and what better way is there to learn about a destination than to experience it firsthand. The importance of a well-planned and thought-out website or page is crucial. So to demonstrate what I mean, I've displayed TPI's Facebook page. So for any business page, especially an advisor's page, it needs to have all of the vital information above the fold, which means what you see before having to scroll down. And I've labeled each of the parts. Your logo and branding needs to be shown prominently, and there needs to be a call to action. which means a quick way for your customers to contact you by their phone number, email, or address. And there also needs to be a description of the company and the services offered. Also, by using the correct keywords and SEO techniques, this will ensure that your site will come up first in the organic search and that the right customers will visit your page and ideally stay there. The power of social media. There is no doubt how much of an impact social media has, especially when you consider the millions and billions of users. So as you can see from the infographic that I've shown, Facebook has over 1.6 billion, YouTube has 1 billion, Pinterest 110 million, Instagram 430 million. By tapping into these platforms, you will reach a huge audience in various markets worldwide, which in return will develop the popularity and brand and bring in sales for the independent advisor. I've included some of the more influential platforms. The benefits and networking opportunities are endless for an independent TPI advisor if these pages are used effectively. And I've just got another short video. As an independent advisor, you need to be passionate about what you're talking about. The travel industry is an exciting career choice. Enjoy it. That concludes my webinar on how to be an independent travel advisor the TPI way. Thank you again for this opportunity, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Janice. We'll open it up now for any questions to be submitted, and please submit your questions to either the chat box or the Q&A box, and I can read them out for Janice. Wendy here at Baxter has a question.
Hi, Janice. Thank you. That was very entertaining and gained a lot of knowledge. I just have one question. Where did that last video come from?
It was an ad, I think, with Virtuoso, the company that's affiliated with TPI.
Okay, thanks very much.
And Tim says, thank you, Janice. You obviously spent a great deal of time working on this.
Thank you.
And Tim says to Wendy, thank you for asking about the video. I had the same question. Glad to hear it was virtuoso. And Tim asks, may I ask how you found all the information contained within your presentation? I assume our website, etc.?
Yeah. So thankfully, TPI has a really good website, like main website that explains how to sign up, what's included, like the cost, the fees, the benefits of signing up. And then also through Baxter YouTube videos, there were some TPI ones that were linked. So I kind of just watched everything.
Great, thanks. And Colton says, I've seen that video before, great choice. He also asks, he says, great presentation, Janice. No questions at this time. I look forward to filling out the evaluation form.
Perfect.
And Tim would like you to elaborate a little bit on your research methods.
Sure. So as I mentioned, I researched through the TPI webpage and Facebook page, and also the YouTube pages. And just through like a general Google search, just trying to see what popped up about the company.
Great, thank you. And Tim says, great, thanks. Thank you, glad to hear that the website was helpful. Jay Elliott says, well done, Janice. Very proud of you.
Thanks, Julie.
And Tim asks, was there anything you weren't able to find on our website that you were curious about? Did everything make sense to you? Similarly, did you have any ideas how we could make the program of our company better?
At first, I was kind of unsure what the company was, but through looking through the website, I kind of just understood that it was an alliance or a consortium of travel advisors. And for tips to make things better, I would say maybe update the Facebook page. There wasn't a lot of information on it. But other than that, everything seemed pretty well laid out.
Great, thank you. And Colton submitted a question here. He asks, did you come across anything in your research that you had questions about?
Not really. It was nice to see at the bottom of the web page, it was nice to see the advisor recommendations. So it was nice to see that it was actually real people saying how they liked the company and how their experience was.
Great, and Tim says, that is great feedback. Understanding our business model isn't always the easiest, and we're always looking for ways to explain it better. And regarding the Facebook page, he said, that's good constructive criticism. And Tim says, thank you again, Janice, great job.
Perfect, thank you.
And I do believe that's it for questions today. So I'd like to thank everyone that tuned into the webinar today. And Janice, thank you so much for presenting for us.
Well, thanks for this opportunity. It's a really great idea, and it's great for young students to have this opportunity.
Wonderful. So you have a great day, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you.